We live.
Hey, everybody. We are back with Band Bros. I'm Jerry Davis.
Hey, this is Joe Shelton.
And we are here to talk about all the hot topics that's going on in the band world, band life, music world, all of that and above. We're not just locked into just bands and things like that. We can talk about it all. Hot topics, things that's going on in the world, things that's going on in your city, all that good stuff. Want to make sure that you all tune in every Wednesday. That would be 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. You can log on Facebook. You can log on to YouTube, all of that good stuff. Leave comments, like our page, and actually leave messages so that we can respond to you for the next week. So every Wednesday, our show will be out. You can definitely watch the old shows through the week, but every Wednesday we'll have a new one out. So, Joe, what you got going on today? How you feeling?
Man, everything's good, man. It's crazy Nashville weather. You know, we got everybody sniffling and everything else.
Everybody sniffling.
But look, let's tell them what we've been coming up with, man. The new format we're gonna do, man, and we took some time off. We saw when we started the Band Bros basically almost 2 years ago. We saw that there was other people out there sort of doing the similar thing. And people, man, when it comes to band stuff and who did this and who's better, it's all opinionated. And, based on where you from, we know pretty much tell who you gonna like and stuff like that. So we saw that there was several people doing that type thing. And man, we want to be different. We wanted to not only do that, but touch on several other things. So
yeah, and we'll talk about those things. Who has the best band in your opinion? But we don't want to be locked into just talking about bands and band battles and fifth quarters. That will be included, but we want to make sure that we're doing some things different and stretch it out a little bit. So
and our thing is, we want to be able to we want to be your Walmart. Where you can come in and get a little bit of everything, and we can touch on all subjects, and we don't want to be a one trick pony. So
also with that, if you have a business or you're a band instructor and you want to be on the show, or director, or you do tutoring or whatever kind of business it is, hit us up, let us know. We'll definitely try to get you on the air. We're going to try to start doing some advertising, and hopefully that the pages will grow, the following will grow, the views will grow, and everybody can win. So make sure you all definitely leave messages, and if you want to do some advertising with us, hit us up.
Yep. So here, excuse me. So here are a few things that you're going to be able to, you're going to get on the future Band Bros shows coming up. One thing that I'm really excited about, we're going to call it our Legend Series, and this is where we're going to sort of sit back and talk to some of the older band directors and people from the 50s and 60s about the band era and that time, get their viewpoints on how things were then compared to how they are now, and a lot of the former Nashville area band directors that are still around. A lot of people think the band scene just came on the scene within the last few years, but there's some real
got some legends in
the city that we want to expose, and we want people to know about their times in the behind the podium, if you want to say. So we're going to call it the Legend Series. So we're going to be interviewing people, different directors and different people from Tennessee State, and just former majorettes and anybody that was in the band scene in the 50s and 60s to get their viewpoint on things then. Yeah,
I'm really excited about that because if you got students now that have been born in the 90s and 2000s, they don't have a clue of what's really going on other than Coach Davis, I saw Drumline. Well, Drumline is just one movie with one aspect of it, but to be able to sit down and listen to some people that have been in the band before any of us were even born, the thought of, you always want to add that. You got to know your history with anything. So we want to make sure we bring them in, catch up on your history, bring it up, and then apply it to what's going on today.
So we're really excited that. So we won't do that on this show today, but you'll be seeing that in future shows. The next segment you'll see on the upcoming shows, what I like to call this Band on the Budget. This is one of the segments where, as being a music educator and being a band director for years, and there are a lot of people that are young, that are graduating, that are getting into the field, and when you're talking about education and funding and funds, the first things that get cut, the funds to get cut is going to come from the arts. Unfortunately, band and art and choir. So I'm just from my experience, we're going to talk about some things how the music educator of today can save $1 or $2. And I call that band on a budget. I'm gonna give you some tips and things that you might have never thought of that you can save money for your program. You can put, instead of spending it on one thing, you can use it and put towards something else you may need in your program. So we call that segment the band on a budget, and that's going to be some exciting tips for not only current educators but students, parents who have kids that are currently in high school, middle school, and it'll be some things for you there that you can help save money on also.
I'm actually looking forward to that. And Joe, I know you see these new band directors and these guys and young ladies coming out of college and excited about having a band, but not really knowing the back end and the business side of it. It's just not showing up on Friday nights and parades. There is a business aspect to it, so I hope you guys really take advantage of that segment.
Yeah, that is going to be huge for that.
Yep.
And of course, like Jerry said earlier, we're going to talk about the HBCU band world. Not only HBCU bands, but any bands that's out there that's popular. That's for instance, Ohio State had some big shows and big theme shows. So we're going to talk about just the band world in general, high school and college. So get ready for that. Yep. And the last segment, one of the last segments, this is where we're going to just sort of talk about any and everything that's going on in the community, any big issue in the community or world issue, And I think anybody who has a platform, if you got one or two people that'll sit down and listen to you, you got to put a message behind it and make sure that you're trying to help spread the word of anything that's going on in the community to those people who may not, watch the news all the time. So we're going to try to talk about anything that's going on in the community. It's a lot of stuff going on in Nashville.
The growth.
The growth, the gentrification, the crime, the teenagers, and doing all this crazy stuff. So we got a lot of stuff we're going to talk about. So
I'm definitely excited about that. Again, we want to be informative. We want to stay informative. We want to make sure that you all know what we know. Will we have fun? Absolutely. I don't think it's a 5-minute segment that can go by with me and Joe together where we're not cracking jokes. So we will make sure that happens as well. But we want to make sure
going nowhere.
Yeah, we want to have some balance. So again, please tune in every Wednesday, 7 p.m. That would be Central Time. Facebook, as well as YouTube. Leave messages, comments, like our pages. And again, if you want to do some advertising with us, hit us up and we'll make sure we get your business out there for a small fee.
And also, if you're a producer or you're an artist, hey man, hey, look, if y'all somebody out there want to do us a Band Bros theme song music, hey,
go right ahead.
Go right ahead, and we'll listen to it. And hey, you never know. 2 years from now, it might be blow up, and you'll be right there. It'll be a key element for our success. So, if you got some tracks, you got some beats you want us to use, add some background music, we'll give you a shout out, and we'll let people know how to get in contact with you. If they like that beat and they want to use it on one of their songs, hey, go right ahead, go for it.
And I'm glad you mentioned that because that could be a part of the advertising too. Because hopefully, and Joe, correct me if I'm wrong, will we be able to play music from local artists? And is there any contractual things that have to happen?
No. If as long as we have permission from the, if it's your song and you wrote it and you give us permission to play it, hey, it's all good.
Now we may not play the entire song, but we want to make sure that we also become an avenue for artists that can't get their music out, and
right.
Our goal is for you to continue to hustle and get it out as much as you can, but this can just be another platform. So we want to make sure we give you a shout out if it's good quality music. So when we say Band Bros, band has a lot to do with instruments and music, so we want to make sure that we carry that over to our artists as well. So.
Yeah, if you're using a Fisher Price tape recorder, hold off on submitting.
Yeah, we need quality. Not the SK1. They still had that with a little bit of
the little keyboard,
a little jamming on the ones. So
so some studio, recorded and quality sound and mix mastered, all that good
spend
stuff.
a little money. I think it's a little cheaper now to go in and do a song make sure you have all your stuff together. But yeah, we want to make sure we can highlight you on our show as well. So.
And so, but go ahead, follow us, look us up if you haven't already. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, Band Bruz, BAND, BRUHZ. You can pull us up, search us up, go on, like it, join the page, follow us. And then again, leave us some requests. If you got something you'd like to hear us talk about, it's a subject out there that's happening that you want us to discuss, hey, leave us a message and we're gonna get to it.
Absolutely. So our first show, we're looking at going on February the 27th. That's a Wednesday, 7 o'clock p.m. So you'll be hearing some advertising about the first show that will come out pretty soon. But make sure that first Wednesday, February the 27th, 7 o'clock p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern. So hit us up. Joe, anything else?
Man, I'm out. I'm good.
Okay, this is Jerry Davis.
Joe Shelton.
And we're the Band Bruz. Peace.
Word.